Okay, so I had a couple of people ask if I can do a stretching video for those who have forgotten some of the stretches or just need a little reminder, need someone to follow. You can follow along with this video for your stretching and your cool down. Okay, so it's lowering your heart rate, getting your body back to a normal state while stretching out all your limbs that you had worked today, so you're going to be a lot less sore tomorrow. Plus it increases your flexibility, which is very important. I recommend, if you do listen to your iPod or if you have some music playing in the background, switch it to a softer song, something a little bit more relaxing. I have some forest songs going on in the background, so if you hear some weird animal noises, I swear I don't have random pets in my house. It's just the music playing, okay? So when we stretch, I like to start from the top and work our way down to the bottom, okay? So we'll start our stretches standing, and then we'll move it to the floor afterwards. So I want to start by stretching up. You can go up on your toes if you can. If it gives you more stretch. Try and reach your fingertips right up to the sky. And we're going to bend at the waist and dive down. Go as low as you can go. If you can touch the floor, that's great. If you can only go to your knees, that's fine. Shins even better. You want to be holding each stretch for about 15 to 30 seconds to really give it its max benefit. Okay, we'll come up again. Reach up tall. Deep breath. Let's do a couple arm circles. Move those shoulder joints. Move out that chest that we've been working. And we'll go the other way. Take one arm, take it overhead, grab your elbow behind your head and pull. Stretching out your triceps, all down your side to your shoulder blade. Breathe through your stretch. Take the same arm, cross it around in front of you. Lightly put pressure on that elbow, stretching out that shoulder. To intensify it a little more, look over the shoulder you're stretching. And breathe. Alright, now we'll take the other arm overhead, pull on that elbow. Cross the arm in front, pulling lightly on the elbow, look over the shoulder to intensify. You're relaxed here, don't fight the stretch, go with it, let your body stretch. We're going to make our feet a little bit wider. Reach up and bend at the hips and go down again. This time try and reach between your legs. See how far you can go between your legs. Pushing your butt up to the ceiling, really intensifying the back of the leg stretch. And breathe. Walk your hands over to one leg. A little bit more intense stretch to one side. Breathing, and walk over to the other side. And come up. One hand on your hip, arm above your head, and reach over. And a side stretch. A little bit of a spinal bend here. Breathe. Switch sides. Try Try not to turn your body. Try to stay right to the side, reaching over. Good. Now we're going to do a lunge stretch. So I want to take one leg in front. Sorry, it's a little loud out there. The lawn is getting cut at the moment. We're going to bend that front knee and push your back hip forward. It's okay if there's a slight bend in your back leg. We're really working on that hip here. So just to show you the side view, bent knee in front, hip is being pushed forward. So really stretching out along that hip area, keeping your body up and straight. Now with that same leg in front, just bring the back leg in a little bit, bend the back knee, straighten the front leg, and lift that toe off the floor, okay? Just going to give you a nice calf stretch under here, all up your glutes area. Toe up, point your toe down, and toe up again. Now we're going to test your balance a little bit. I'm going to take that back foot, bring it to your knee. I want you to try and sit. Okay? Just going to give you a nice glute stretch. So if we're looking from the side, so on your knee, we're sitting down, so we're stretching along this glute and along this glute. Requires a little bit more balance, so grab a wall or a friend if you need to. And breathe. Now the leg that was up is the leg we haven't worked yet. So we're going to start putting this leg in front, over from the side, other leg in front, bending the front knee, the back leg is out, and you're going to push that hip forward. If there's a slight bend in the knee, that's fine. We're really working on the hip stretch here. Keeping your chest up, and breathe. Keeping the same foot forward, bring the back foot in, bend the back leg, straighten the front leg, and lift that toe off the floor. Rest your hand on the bent leg if you need to. Try and keep your chest up, not rounding over. Okay. Put your right foot to the floor, and up again. Give yourself a nice calf stretch here. Put a little pressure on that front leg. This is where we're getting the stretch from. Okay. We're going to take that back foot, step it over, resting on that top knee, and sitting down. A nice stretch all through your glutes, keeping your balance. Requires a little bit more core stability here. And breathe. We're going to move down to the floor now. Okay. So we're going to start going down to all fours. So we're going to go this way. You can face the other way. I'm just showing you exactly what we're doing, going into a table position. Your knees a little bit apart, shoulder width apart, hip width apart, I suppose. I want you to arch your back up, looking down at your belly button, pulling your belly button up to your spine, pushing your shoulders up to the ceiling. Breathe. And let's go the opposite direction. Arching your back. Look up to the ceiling. Good. Now while we're here, let's flatten that back out. Let's stretch out our wrists a little bit. So we're just going to lean forward slightly and back, forward, back again. Then try and turn our wrists outside. If coming down to the floor is difficult, try doing this on a chair, so just sitting and then rounding your back and arching your back. And then with these wrists, you can do this on a wall. That's no problem. Back and forth with your fingers pointing outwards. Now this time try and put your fingers pointing towards your knees, okay? So it's like you went in a circle. So front, side, back, and try to lean back. We want to get a nice stretch all along our forearms here, through our wrists. Good. Now to reverse this stretch, we just want to put our palms up and put the top of our hands down. Don't push too hard. It shouldn't hurt. It should just be reversing the stretch. So I don't want you putting a lot of weight there. Okay. Do some wrist circles. Shake out your wrists. Now we'll go down to the floor. We're going to sit in a straddle. So once again, if coming down to the floor is a problem, do this on a chair. Just get your legs a little bit wider, okay? I want you to reach in front of you. Reach far in front. Try and get so you can put your elbows down onto the floor, okay? As far as you can go. Really nice inner leg stretch. And breathe. Every time you breathe out, I want you trying to push a little bit further into the stretch, okay? Go a little further. Sit up. I'm going to take your whole body and twist it towards one leg. You want to be going down with a straight back, trying to get your chest down to your knee. I don't want you rounding your back out because that's getting you a back stretch. I want you to get a leg stretch. So trying to bring your tummy and your chest down with a straight back. Try and get another chair that you can put one leg up on and do this stretch. So you'd be sitting on the chair, one leg up, and still reach over to this leg. Chair or a stool. Now I'll switch sides, so coming up, twisting your body to the other side, flat back, trying to bring your chest down to your knee here. Reach for your feet. Once again, every time you breathe out, try to go down a little further. Just increase your flexibility, decrease the pain that you're going to feel tomorrow from the workout. And overall, bring your heart rate down and relax you. Sitting up tall again. Put one hand over our belly, one arm up in the air. We're going to reach over towards our toes. Same idea like when we were standing. Try and keep your body flat. Don't turn your body. We're going over. We're getting a nice side stretch in here. And breathe. And we'll come up. And we'll switch sides. So arm across the other side. Up and reach. Stretching should be done slowly at your own pace. Breathing, not holding your breath. Good. Up. Then we're going to bring our legs together in front of us. Straight in front. I'll move back a little bit so you can see me a little more. I want you to flex your feet, so bringing your toes up. Then I want you to reach for your toes. As far as you can go. If you can go to your knees or your shins, that's awesome. If you can go right to your toes, that's great. If you can reach your toes, I want you to pull back on your toes, lifting your heels off the floor. Really intensifying that back of the leg stretch. Stretching out your back, stretching out your arms and your shoulders. Good. Don't fight the stretch. Lean into it. Okay, come up again. This time I want you to point your toes away from you and go down again. Try and go down a little bit further than you did last time. Keeping your legs as straight as they can. Going as far as you can. Breathe. Every time you breathe out, try to go a little deeper into the stretch. you to bring the bottoms of your feet together. Okay, so our knees are bent in, bottoms of our feet are touching. I want you to try and get your knees down to the floor, not by pushing on them, just by your own body weight. And then trying to get your chest as low to your feet as you can. Breathing. Down to the floor now, onto our backs. I'm going to turn my mat the other way so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. So when you lay down, it's always a good idea to take a nice full body stretch. So just lengthen through your fingers, through your legs, all the way down to your toes. Then I want you to bend your knees up. You're going to take one leg and put it over the bent leg, okay? So one leg is over, and then you're going to come up, reach through the hole, and reach underneath that knee, okay? So pulling on the back leg. While you're doing this, use your elbow to push your other leg away from your body. That's going to intensify the glute stretch. So you're pulling in on one leg, pushing away on the other. Once you've held that for a few seconds, I want you to straighten that back leg with a flexed foot. It's really going to bring a stretch through your back leg. Don't forget to pull, still pulling the back leg and pushing the front leg away from you. And drop the leg, and we'll switch sides. So foot on the other knee. Reaching through that keyhole there, go under the knee of your back leg. You're pulling that leg in while pushing the front leg away from your body. Feeling a good glute stretch, breathing through it. Now we're going to straighten that back leg with a flexed foot, feeling a nice stretch through the back of our calves, down the back of our legs. Don't forget, you're pulling that leg in, pushing the other leg away. And breathe. Okay. Now, we'll put our arms out beside us. We're going to take one leg up, drape it over your body, and look in the opposite direction of the way your leg is draped. If you need it with a bent leg, that's fine. Straight leg, whatever works for you. Looking in one direction. Breathing. Sounds like there's a rototiller going on in the background music. Possibly it's supposed to be a bumblebee. If you need to intensify this stretch, put a little bit of pressure on the top leg just to intensify the stretch through your leg. Nice spinal twist going on here. And we'll switch sides. So straighten both legs, the other one up, drape it over your body, and look in the opposite direction. Give yourself a nice spinal twist. Breathe. You can keep the leg bent if you need to. Straight will intensify it. Put a little pressure on that top leg just to make it go a little deeper. Breathe through the stretch. And good. So one last stretch. We're going to reach in opposite directions. Arms one way, feet the other. Really stretch out and take 3 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. That is our stretching. Come up at your own pace. Stay down if you want. It's totally up to you. We are done. So you should take a good 10 to 15, if not 20